Okay, so you are clearly a Met employee. I'm assuming you're a Met call handler or a dispatcher, probably from Lambeth or Hendon. My mum is incredibly proud of me. She's incredibly proud of the change that I've started to make, the movement I'm making, that I stood up to an institution that gaslit, psychologically tortured, and silenced me, and still does to this day. She's incredibly proud, and I've done it all on my own, no matter the struggles I've faced. And to all the officers and staff that told me I wouldn't do anything, I'm just a call handler, I wouldn't change laws, etc. I'm doing it all on my own. And I think it gets on your nerves, and I think it gets on the police's nerves, that it takes someone, little old me, a call handler, not a police officer, to come along and actually incite real change. She is not offended that I'm discrediting the police, because they gave me a reason to discredit them. I championed the police before, that's why I wanted to join them. But I knew they had their faults, and I wanted to contribute to changing that. They don't do that. They don't want to change either, and that's through their dodgy policies and corruption up in New Scotland Yard. And if you're a decent police employee, you'll want to change and champion that too. Police employees and officers and staff that take offence with what I'm doing, I just am ever more concerned, because why are you cross at me for wanting to make the force better? It's not personal, it's not a personal attack, and this is what's so irritating. Officers and staff that are annoyed with my content and what I'm trying to do take it personally, and it's actually not about you, it's about the institution. And also, if you're a decent police officer or a staff member, you should want change too. I don't know why it's so outrageous that I'm doing all this, because someone called a rape victim a slut, was racist, followed me and mocked Sarah Everard, and then they came back to work in the police, and I just don't agree with that. And now police are cross at me for that. It's bizarre, and it just shows the sort of standard of people we have in the policing, such as yourself. But my mum is really, really proud, and she always will be. And yes, call handling is stressful. I've said that multiple times, and it's belittled. There's a hierarchy of belittlement in policing, which, I've spoken about multiple times. But that will never, ever stop me from calling out wrongdoing. I'm sorry, you will never shut me up just because you're annoyed. And two sides to every story, yeah, of course. He will tell you that I lied. He will tell you that I make multiple complaints and nuisance complaints. And all of the sides of his story were disproved and discredited in a New Scotland Yard gross misconduct hearing. I've never made a complaint before in my life. There's no record of me ever doing that. I've never complained to anyone else. There were witnesses that gave statements about his weird behaviour that day. Other people have come forward to duty officers about Creepy Chris. And after my incident in Hendon, more people have come forward since. So take that as you will. I mean, you're either Chris or a mate or a man who just doesn't like a woman standing up for something. But yeah, thanks for bringing engagement to my post, though. Every comment counts. Oh no.